Previous research has revealed the potential of VR technology with sports. However, those exertion interactions do not consider the fierce force. For combat sports, the interactions would involve users' full body strength and movement, which the robot should allow users to walk freely and simultaneously beat the prop. In the previous works, Room Shift offered low-weight encounter-type haptic feedback, while CoVR provided strong kinesthetic feedback but with limited movements. In our work, our goal is to combine both utilities for exploring immersive and exertion interaction. Based on the previous works, we focused on creating high mobility and large endurance substitutional robot for immersive exertion interaction. We present Hit Around, a substitutional moving robot for immersive and exertion interaction with encounter-type haptic. We developed 3 prototypes iteratively to explore the design considerations for developing a substitutional moving robot, and demonstrated them separately in 3 exhibitions to collect user feedback and gain insight into immersive exertion interaction via exploratory observational study. We sorted out our prototypes information as follows. Based on the iteration, we converged 3 topics for design consideration. When designing a movable robot to carry a prop, the weight of the prop affects the robot's mobility. Apart from having high mobility, our robot also needs high endurance for exertion interaction. To provide haptic feedback in immersive virtual environments, physical props must be tracked and represented as avatars. In the system overview, the user will enter the virtual world and combat the virtual avatar and receive haptic feedback from the substitutional moving robot. Diving into the hardware design, we designed the force absorption mechanism, motor controlling system and power supply. For the robot's movement design, it includes forward, backward, rotating around the wheel, and rotating in place. To integrate the virtual and real environment, we designed a calibration function to make physical prop into the virtual world. We also conducted a technical evaluation to test the robot's feasibility. We tested straight-line running test and rotation test, and found that power influence larger than loading weight in our robot. We designed an exergame. The user will face a virtual avatar and have to punch the target with their punches. We conducted a study with 24 participants to confirm that Hit Around enhances immersion and ensures comfort during the interaction. The results were analyzed using mixed method ANOVA for VRSQ, IPQ, and PACES 8. Our between-subject variable was having boxing experience, while the within-subject variable was 3 kinds of interfaces: no robot, fixed robot, moving robot. We find out that the participants' responses to VRSQ subcategories, which are oculomotor and disorientation, have no significantly difference in pre- and post-tests, interfaces, and their interaction. Expect, the disorientation has significantly difference in interfaces. We considered that it was because of fatigue. For the physical enjoyment, interfaces has significantly differences. While the participants received haptic feedback, they felt more enjoyment doing the activity, but there is no significant difference in having boxing experience. For the immersion, participants reported that while receiving haptic feedback, they felt that they were more likely to experience a realism activity. Besides, moving in the virtual environment made the participants feel more physically in the VR and further enhanced their involvement. However, there is no significant effect on having boxing experiences, or not in the IPQ. Next, we conducted field deployment with 69 participants to explore how the general public felt about our system. The results showed that after experiencing Hit Around, participants felt that their stress were released, being more delighted and also had a sense of tiredness. For more detail about the user study, please refer to our paper. However, there are still some limitations and challenges for us to solve. For example, although we design a substitutional robot, while implementing in different fields, it still needs for further design for better adaptation. Next, we found that most participants felt their hands and the robot were precisely positioned in the virtual world. Participants with boxing experience thought that position in the virtual world should be more accurate. Last, exercise in the virtual reality should consider more on user safety concern. In this work, we presented Hit Around, a substitutional moving robot that allows users to experience immersive exertion interaction in VR. We will develop a more adaptable version for different environments and design a better virtual environment to enhance the user experience in immersive exertion interaction in the future.